Lecture by CYC Chen Cynthia. You can pause anytime you need. 你可以随时按下暂停键。Make sure have your tools ready. Hello everyone. Today we are going to practice pattern. So what do we mean by the pattern? Pattern is something repeat, right? So we are going to do a boat today, and we are using the pattern to decorate our boat. Okay, so we are going to do the boat together step by step. All right, so I need to borrow two fingers. Place and one mark on the left, two fingers, one marks on the right. So one on the left, one on the right. Good? Okay, where is the boat? The boat is in the living room? No. The boat is on the road? No. The boat is in the water, right? Not under the water, it's in the water. Okay? So in between these two dots, we are going to add in the wave line. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up and down is wave line. Don't make them look too spiky, okay? They are not the grass, so make sure they are like the wave, okay? Very smooth. You can have more or less. You won't have the same amount as I do. Alright? Then we are going to add in a boat. Alright. So I want to have two diagonal lines. One is very close to the left. See? I only have very small space on the left. One diagonal line. The other side on the right. The other diagonal line from the left to the right. Oh, from the right to the left, sorry. Then I'm going to close the bottom like a small curve. A small curve. Okay, so wait, don't close the top yet because we have lots of things to do. Okay, so for the safety, we always need to have the life circle on the boat in case someone fall into the water, right? So I'm going to have a donut. It is the life circle, but it looks like the donuts. A circle, double. And the life circle is colorful. It usually is white and red, so people can see where is it, right? Okay, so now we can close the boat. Okay, from here and stop. Don't cut the light circle. And continue and stop. Continue all the way to the front. Okay? Then we need to have a ring so people won't fail. So double line on the top. Alright, so we need to have a captain room. So I'm going to have a box behind right here. 1, 2, and add in a roof. A little bit like the diagonal. Double, so make the roof stronger. Double line to make the roof stronger. Okay, they are not a piece of paper. Alright, then when you driving or when you drive the car or the boat, doesn't matter which one, you need to see the outside clear, right? So you won't bump into anything. So we need to have a big windows, like the L shape, like the L right there. And the window need the frame, so the glass will be broke. Too easy. So that's the glass. Alright, and we will have the small window, circle. It won't look like the live circle like the donut, it will like the rings. Okay, because the frame doesn't need to be big. Okay, then it is the boat, and sometimes the water will go into the boat, right? If the wave is too big, sometimes the water will go into the boat. So that's why sometimes we need to have a small hole right here. So when the water goes into the boat, the water can come out from the hole. So the boat is not going to sink in, right? So we need to add in some water hole. Okay, then what do you think? What do you want to add at the front? Okay, so you can have another top right here. It's like the storage, and you can go in down, right? But not too high because I'm not going to block the view, so we don't bump anything, right? Alright, and you can add some background as you want to. So if you're in the boat on the sea, what will you have for the background? Okay, now is your time to create the background for yourself. Remember, don't be rushed. Take your time. That's it. Any detail you forget to add it, and don't forget every small part that you might need it. Don't forget, good art always takes time. No worry if you need more time to complete your awesome work. Okay, so when you finish the boat, when you finish the background, I want you to grab the markers because we are going to outline our drawing. So if you could, I want you to brought two different sides of the marker. Let me looking for my markers right here. Okay, so the marker, you can see my first one just like yours, right? Is the fine marker, the thick marker. And the other one is the thin marker. It's just like the needle, right? It's very, very thin. It's the thin markers. So I need these two markers. Alright? If you don't have the needle one, how can you do? If you don't have this one, you can use the pencil crayon. They will just like the same when you trace. Okay? So if you don't have the needle markers, use the black pencil crayons to help you. Alright? So what we're gonna do with these two markers? So I use the fine marker to trace somewhere big or somewhere like the main part, like the boat. See, those are the main parts. I'm going to trace them and they are big, right? They are big things. So I'm going to trace them with the thick markers, the fine markers. Follow the pencil line. You are not going to do the scribblings. Okay, so where do I use the thin markers? For example, like my window frame, they are very thin, right? They are something small. So if I use the fine markers to trace, everything will glue together and it will look like all black, right? Like my small flag on the top, I use the thin marker to trace as well. See? Because they are something small. And what else? The water hole, I use the thin markers, right? Because there are something small. And the pattern of the life circle, they are the pattern, they are not the main parts, and they are not that important. They just like the decorations. So I use the thin marker to trace somewhere small. Even my background, the water wave. Okay, so now I believe you got it. Where do you use the thick markers? Where do you use the thin markers? Okay, big part, main part. Use the fine marker, the thick marker. Okay, the small area, the decorations, the pattern, the background. They are using the thin markers. Alright, so now it's your time to outline your drawings. So when you complete tracing, you have to see where do you forget to trace. You make sure you trace every single part. Alright? and you using the right marker. Big part, big marker. Small part, background, decoration. Use the thin markers. Okay, so when we finish tracing, we are going to remove the pencil line. Now we don't need it. Okay, we have to keep our joint clean and neat. Okay, so it will look more professional. So make sure you erase all the pencil line. Okay, so after we clean up our joints, we are going to have our 3 minutes water break. So during the water break, you can go to the washroom or drinking some water, anything you need. Alright, then if you are not able to finish your joint, using your 3 minutes break time to complete your work, so we can color our joints after the water break. Alright, so don't forget to come back after 3 minutes, and we are going to do the coloring together. Alright, remember we are learning the pattern, so you can think what kind of pattern you are going to use. Alright, now is our 3 minutes water break. You can go to the washroom, drinking some water or eating some snack. You also can do some exercise to move your body around. And don't forget to coming back after the timer is done. The timer is almost done. Please get ready for the next sections. Okay, welcome back everyone. So, we are going to use the pattern, alright? Then you have to prepare pencil crayon or markers. Your choice, you can use both of them or you can just use one of them. Alright, I don't limit you and you don't limit yourself. Alright, so what do I mean by pattern? I'm not asking you to do the number like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 or A, B, A, B, A, B. Okay, we are not doing the math. We are doing the art. So that show you some. Then you are going to start together. Okay, then let's see. Maybe I use the cloud. Okay, so I pick the color for the cloud. So let's do the symbol one. The diagonal lines. I adding and repeat the diagonal line. See, that is the pattern. And how about I use the curved line, see? Like the rainbow shape. Is the pattern because I keep repeat and repeat, right? How about I adding a bunch of the circle? I'm repeating the circles, right? So that is the pattern. Ooh, some big, some small. See, it takes time for me to complete one cloud because good art always takes time. All right, and my last one. I want to do something a little bit different. So let's move in so you can see more clear. I want to do the diagonal line, but it's a little bit different. I want one is thicker, thin, thicker, and thin. And keep repeating the same order. Thick, thin, thick, thin, thick, and right? It keeps repeating the same pattern. It's the pattern as well. So see, even it is the diagonal lines, but it looks different, right? Even I can change the order, like the direction. It is a Greek. See? I got the Greek, but I can fill the color in. So that makes my pattern looks even more different, right? The pattern doesn't have to be the lines. It could be the colors. It could be the shape, right? So I want you to create your own pattern as much as you could. Okay, I want you to use the pattern all over the paper. Every single part on your joint. Okay, and let's see how many patterns you can create and try to make them all looks different. They can be just the color different and they can be the shade different. Alright, now you can begin to color and adding the pattern on your joint. So when you complete the pattern, and make sure you color and cover all the places on your paper. See? Do you see where I missed? I missed my fish. Alright? It shouldn't happen. The fish deserve to have the colors. So I added the pattern for them. Okay? Not just because the fish are small and they are the background. Then you just don't give them the color and the pattern. Okay? That is not fair. So make sure all the small spots, all the small things you have on your paper, they deserve to have their own color. Alright? And when you check everything looks good, everything looks perfect, find a spot to sign the name to present that you complete your work. So sign the name, write down the date. So I know you complete your work and everything is checked. Alright? Hopefully you liked the class today and I will going to see you next time. When you complete your drawing, sign the name and write down the date. 完成画作之后，签下你的名字，更写上日期。Don't forget to take a photo of your drawing and send it to us. 不要忘记帮你的作品拍上照片寄给我们哦。And don't forget to clean out the table before you go. 不要忘记清洁你的桌子哦。Bye bye, see you next time.